everything is in front of our eyes. Our identity just limits what we see and what we don't see. Have you ever looked closely at trees and seen spider webs, especially in winter? I know I have, because every time I see them I think, wow, what a design, how beautiful these spider webs are. Designed and engineered and made by a single spider, and they literally just sit on it and the water ebbs off it. It doesn't break. So every time I walk through my garden, my communal garden, I just look. I just take a more detailed look, and you can see all these spiders. Some of them are huge. It's fascinating to me because they're there in front of people's eyes, but people don't see them. People don't even bother to look at them. So sometimes I just take 5 seconds, 10 seconds. I just have a deep inspection of them and just think like how beautiful these spider webs are. And it's such a lesson because everything is in front of our eyes. We just need to look. With spiders as well, I've always had a fear of spiders. So for me, sometimes it's about just analyzing it, inspecting it and going, this thing isn't that scary. Yeah, it looks scary, but the more I look at it, the closer I get to it, the less scared I become of it. But my point is that solutions to problems are in front of our eyes. We have the tools in front of us to solve every single problem in our life. Sometimes the solution is right in front of us as well, but we're too blind to see it. Our self-limiting beliefs of being the victim stop us from actually seeing our solution. Often we wish that circumstances were different. We had this tool, if we had money, if we had this, then we would have the solution. But how liberating is it to know that every single problem in our life can be solved by us? To me, that's very liberating. And we don't even need to go far to find it. It's in front of our eyes. We just need to be humble and acknowledge that there is a problem that needs solving. Because that's one of the hardest things to do as well, is to acknowledge the problem. How are you going to acknowledge a problem? How are you going to solve a problem if you can't even acknowledge it? I used to do this a lot. I would maybe break something by accident and then get wound up by it, and then subconsciously I would try and do that thing again to fall into the victim cycle. So a simple mistake would turn into a massive chain of events where I'm just becoming the victim. So like being the victim, you can see straight away in your life, if you're honest with yourself and you're humble, you can see where you're being a victim. You can make the steps to go, okay, I'm not going to be a victim anymore. So I think the lesson is, don't be blind to solutions. Always think of a problem and how it can be solved. Your whole goal in life is to solve problems. It's about how you deal with problems too. It's not about throwing your hands up and being defeated. You never want to be defeated. If you can't tackle the problem now, okay, come back later, but you're never going to give up.